Hi folks, Chief Meteorologist Nick Lilia here, taking a look at your detailed forecast as we head through the end of January and into the beginning of February, brought to by the good folks at Pine Belt Gutters and Remodeling. We've got kind of an on-again, off-again pattern with rain through the next few days, and then, as we'll see here in a hot second, maybe a chance for a reasonable cool down. Now, today, as of this recording on Monday, we've been hard-pressed to get rid of the clouds. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably looking at this map going, Nick, ain't no clouds on here. But I assure you, there are. In fact, we can pull up the visible satellite here. Let me see if I can't crank the visible sat up real fast. And you can see, we'll slide in here a little bit tighter. And these may show up. It may take a hot second for this thing to populate the radar and the satellite in here real close, but it's here. Let's see if I can actually get this thing to crop up for us. And maybe, there it goes. You can see all the cloud cover now. Now, they're not showing up on the infrared, but on the visible, the sun goes down, they disappear. It's not the clouds that are going anywhere. They're still with us for today. These will clear out overnight Monday and into Tuesday morning. The problem is that Tuesday morning we're going to end up with some fog. All right, what about Wednesday? Well, Wednesday we get a little dip here in the 500 millibar chart. For those of you who've been watching this video for a while, you know what that means. Unfortunately, it means another chance for some rain around here as we head through the day. That dip leaves, and well, another dip starts to show up as we head through the day on Friday. This one's going to be a little broader, and this one's going to swing through as we head through the day on Thursday, Friday, and into Saturday. I think that's going to leave us with some rain on Friday and maybe lingering, kind of bleeding into Saturday morning. A piece of that kind of breaks off into Mexico before it zips off to the north. You can see it right in here. By the time we get toward the beginning of next week, this is just in time for the next dip to come flipping through. We've also got a little dip happening on Tuesday morning across the area, so this is going to be kind of a double-decker. We get a little bit of ridge, a little bit of dip, and then another big dip back here, which means as we transition into next week, I think we get a couple of dry days before we get kind of double-deckered with some lighter rain. So not one day of rain, but maybe 2 or 3 days of, we'll kind of see what kind of rain we get. Then we end up in a weird situation, an interesting situation. It's not weird, it's just interesting, where we've got a bunch of cold air coming down from Canada, and that may swing down into the south and through just to the north of our area. I think through parts of North Mississippi, Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois. The question becomes, how far south does it get? Does it sneak all the way into the Pine Belt, or does it stay a little further off to the north and away from us? At this point, it's still a little too early to tell. The question beyond that question is, if it does get dumped into our area, where's the next little dip out here that's going to come swinging through? And then what would that mean? Would the cold air be here when the rain shows up? How cold is the cold air when the rain shows up? Is the rain even still rain? It's things we'll be keeping tabs on over the next about a week and a half. In the meantime, a regular rain for us as we head through. Here's Tuesday afternoon, 64, mostly sunny. Rain rolls through on Wednesday. Unfortunately, that's going to keep our temperatures in check. Just 55 degrees with regular rain. Now we clear things out Thursday, just in time to cloud things back over on Friday with some more rain. This one shows most of the rain staying off to our south, so that little dip that swings through keeps the rain into the Gulf of Mexico. I don't know that we're necessarily going to be that lucky. Then we're dip-free. We got no more dips left over, so we're dry. Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday before, remember, the kind of next double-decker dip shows up as we head through Tuesday and Wednesday, and you can see some of the rain showing up here across. You can see it kind of into parts of East Texas here. All that's going to come moving our direction as we head through the day on, again, Tuesday and into Wednesday. So that's kind of a look at things as we head through about the next week across the area. It's on again, off again, on again, off again rain. You get a day of dry and a day of rain, a day of dry and a day of rain before we get into next week, and that's when the pattern does start to change a little bit. We'll have to see what that means for us. Generally, and for those of you that stuck around all 4.5 minutes, generally, these types of patterns do tend to end with some type of wintry or near wintry type precipitation, be it sleet, freezing rain, or snow. So do know that as we break out of this pattern, we do tend to break out of this pattern with a quick shot for some wintry precip, followed by an immediate warm-up. I mean, we get back in behind that quick shot for whatever, and like a day or 2 days later, we're back at like 65, 70, maybe even 75 degrees. So this is not the January 2018, right? January 2018 pattern, where we got like 2 weeks of just bone-chilling cold. This is more of moderate temperatures. We get a quick shot of cold, and then right back to the heat. So again, detailed forecast brought to you by the good folks at Pine Belt Gutters and Remodeling. Consider yourself detailed forecastedly updated.